Muffson from Sunridge of Nevada. Before we begin talking about our latest band that we're going to be covering today, got to do some shout outs. Okay, first of all, we want to thank Shinobi Ninja for reaching out. This was a real surprise. Thank you guys very, very much. And they reached out to my producer slash agent slash bottle washer slash cameraman. He does everything. And what really kind of surprised me was I said to my agent, I said, hey, producer, what do they want from us? And they said, they just like what you do, just do it. So no guidelines, no direction, just be yourself. So we thank you guys for putting your song in our hands and letting us talk about you guys. That takes a huge compliment, a huge honor, and huge self-confidence. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We want to apologize to the fans of the first live stream. 2 comments actually came in. We saw them. I appreciate them. Thank you to the 2 people that did have comments and questions. One was about Kendrick. One wanted to say, hey, I like what you do. We will get back to you. We're just learning how to do the live stream, honestly, and make it coherent and feasible and focused. Once we get it down, everything is going live stream like it is today, but we're learning. Okay. We also apologize, and no disrespect to Mike Shinoda, who's an incredible artist. We didn't realize, even though it's backwards here, it shows up the right way on the screen. A learning process. So no disrespect to Mike Shinoda. We will get that right every time we do it from now on. Again, normally I get back to the comments pretty quickly. My computer's a bit disabled. I'm having a problem with pulling up the latest comment. I'm going to get that fixed. I'm going to go back to it, get it done. Okay, from now on, everything is live stream because we realize that's the way we want to go. We want to get the interactiveness of the fans, and we're going to go in that direction. Also, want to thank all the other musicians and bands that are actually reaching out to us. This is not even the first group. We've got about 3 to 4, and our goal is to work with everybody because we really appreciate everybody, and we thank, again, I really can't stress enough the compliment this is and the honor it is that someone who's a musician that's incredibly talented. I'm in awe of all of you guys, every one of you, that all you can do with the different songs, the different instruments, the different types of music, the way you do things live. It's fantastic to say, hey, take one of my songs and tell us what you think. And there's no like, here's 8 pages of rules. Our lawyers got to get together. You think everything has become so corporate and PC, yet there are people saying, we trust you. Just go do it, Bruce. We like it. Huge compliment. I want you for doing that. It's a tremendous, tremendous appreciation. Thank you, thank you. And we will get to all of you. Finally, it never ends. I mean, we can make videos from now till, forever. J. Cole released a new album. He has some great songs on it that we are going to cover. And it's called KOD, and it has 3 different meanings. One is King on Drugs, unfortunately. The other one's called King Overdose, again, unfortunately. And then the third, Kill Our Demons. So we're going to cover some of those songs because they're just fantastic. It relates to where we're coming from and we want to push out. So no further ado, let's go to Shinobi Ninja. Here we go. These guys, and I'm going to get into this in a second, they're an American rock band from where else? Brooklyn, New York. Shockingly, that's where I grew up. So it was like meant to be, kismet, They're renowned for their high-energy performances, eclectic original sound. And they do a lot of different musical genres, which I'm seeing more and more today. People are starting to pick and choose like a buffet. And these guys do everything themselves, which is amazing. Constant touring, recording, music videos, and social networking, all done themselves, has garnered them fans and attention all over the world. And they do it on their own. That's what I find so fascinating. And they're creative, and I love that. I love that. I love that. People watching this video know I push. Be creative. Be different. Do things on your own. And these guys live it to the fullest. So, guys, shout out just for your greatness and your willingness to try new things and not be pigeonholed into one type of music. So that's fantastic. From Brooklyn, New York, outstanding. What are their genres? Well, no shock. Rock, hip-hop, metal, punk, reggae, funk, electric, everything. They've been around since 2008 for about 10 years. And who do they associate themselves with? No shock again. Tribe Called Quest, Fishbone, Black Sheep, Slipknot, Five Finger Death Punch, Rage Against the Machine, Bad Brains, 311, Cassie, Dassy FX, leaders of the new school. Because I want to really help these guys out, I really appreciate that the fact that they reached out to us. I want to give you their website. www.shinobininja.com. So they sell merchandise because you got to make money. Music is not an easy business. So if you like to get something from them, you want to a T-shirt, a hoodie, anything, get it from them. www.shinobininja.com. And in fact, to send my appreciation, I will purchase something from the store and I'll wear it in a future video. Shinobi Ninja, I didn't have time to do that for this one. Just make sure if it's in XX, I need something in XX. That's what I got to work with. Thank you. Okay, so going further on, 2008 they started. And here's what's interesting. Also, these guys met. Several of them met. They were doing taking music classes, working in music, rehearsal and recording studio. And some of the guys worked at the studio. And their lead singer, Baby G, took vocal classes there. Of the 6 members of the band, and they have 6 of them, Duke Sims and Alien Lex are originally from Brooklyn, which is fantastic. What made me laugh even harder, the Bensonhurst, that's where I grew up. Obviously, they're a lot younger than me, but I'm amazed. Hey, guys, 19th and 84th Street, Brooklyn, New York, baby. That's where I grew up, and I went to local schools. I went to Brooklyn College. So fantastic. But yeah, great. Shout out to that. Other guys are from Lawrence, Mass. Baby G's from Lawrence, Massachusetts. They were from Piermont, New York, which is upstate. And Axis Power is originally from Toronto. Okay. Now, just to give you a little bit of the talent of these people, in 2010, they released Shinobi Ninja Attacks, a Nintendo-style video game for the iPhone, the iPad, and, you know, just amazing. So fantastic they can do that. They've written songs for movies. They wrote a song, Amp to 12, which is made for the film 2014, A Haunted House. The song played during the film and it played right after the film when they had the closing credits. And in 2016, they started their own talk show called Heavy Metal Breakfast, which they shoot at YouTube Space in New York. So fantastic talent. And it's amazing to me how good these guys are and what they can do. Now, let's get to the song. Shinobi Ninja, they gave us a specific song to cover. The song came out a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, and it goes, What If Times? What If Times? And the album is called Escape from New York, which I kind of like Escape from New York also because that's Kurt Russell movie. So here's where we're going to get started. It's a great song, very upbeat, and a shout out again to the Brooklyn Connections, to Duke Sims and Alien Lex, who grew up in my neighborhood of Bensonhurst. Thank you for representing, and you're doing a great job. I was born and I grew up. Some of the things I saw in the video made me laugh. It was like going back in time. The little kid holding up the boombox, that was big when I was growing up. I mean, you bring that to a block party or to a house party, and the key thing was how many batteries could it take? The more batteries, the cooler you were, and the more it would blast out there in those speakers. And they seen the cassette tape part of it. You know, you could, go back and forth. Everyone was seeing tapes back then. I loved it. I was so envious of my friends that had the big ones. And the more batteries, they would last like maybe a week, then they would die. Everyone was buying batteries. I mean, if you were Duracell owning stock in it, you must have made billions of dollars because everyone was going through batteries to keep that going. But I loved them because they had so many dials and switches and the 8-track and, you had the cassette. It was so cool to see those things and the power from the bass. You go to a party in the street, you hear it from 3 blocks away. It was fantastic. So I loved it. Okay, the handball courts. That's a Brooklyn thing, handball. So seeing the guys playing handball brought back memories. I used to play handball a lot. And I even recognized the parks that you guys were shooting in, and actually the streets even looked familiar to me. So it was like taking a trip back home, nostalgia. So fantastic. Now, what I like what they did was they put a quote by Robin Williams before the song even begins. And it goes, "You're only given one little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it." We push that. Be creative. Be different. Be your own drummer, so to speak. Take chances. Go for it. I love that stuff. That's what we want to see more of from our fans is don't be home. Don't be depressed. We've had some stories and comments. The comments have been coming in so fast and furious. It's amazing. I did not realize how many of our subscribers, people that have commented on certain videos, the Chesters, of course, are big, the Kid Cuddies, the Kendricks, how much pain people are in. It's disturbing to me. I'm sad to hear that and sad to read it. Don't give up. Be creative. Find your sweet spot and go for it. You mustn't lose what makes you special. Now, before we get into the lyrics, this video was shot on a phone. Even more incredible. What can these guys not do? And shout out to Mike Shinoda. He did that EP on his phone. Amazing what's happening now with the breakdown and the equality of making things on a phone. It was a great, great song and incredible creativity. Now, here we go. They start off with a little kid holding up the boombox, and I see, the cassette tape slide, just again, bringing back memories. And he's singing as a little kid, what if times don't get no better than this? Little kid voice. He says it several times, and then they got a solo, and then it's, they have the lead singer singing it. What if times don't get no better than this? No. But it was very creative, very clever to use the kid because he drew you in, he drew me in to get into the song, get into the hook because the lyric is catchy. What if times don't get no better than this? What if times don't get no better than this? Oh. But having the little kid do that is a hook. Very creative, and when you use kids effectively, it makes the song that much stronger. So shout out again, great job. And then you got the real voice coming in, boom, Baby G got a great set of pipes, so she takes us to another level. You got the kid, you got the singer, and then you start with the song. It's a hook. Very good. Now, what if times don't get no better than this? No. Common comment that I get from parents and that I get from patients. What if things never improve? And I'm not talking simple stuff in the sense like my boyfriend broke up with me when I was a junior in high school. I didn't make the basketball team, or I'm not as pretty as my sister. I get that stuff. But when I'm talking about hardcore, being molested, physical, sexual, mentally, hurt, damaged, families break up, drug and alcohol addiction, opiate addiction, being fondled, having horrible things happen to you, murder. I mean, my week is spent with that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. And when I hear the pain, it's distressing. I think it's bad for me to listen to this. It's hard for me. What about the families living with this stuff? So what if times don't get no better than this? No. And that's something I grapple with as a clinical social worker is how do I relate to people? How do I talk to people about this very kind of issue? Because it's exhausting. What if times don't get no better than this? How do you go forward? And then I hear the line this, Mama had to work all day and Daddy ran away. Another day for hardworking Black family. I stayed praying that money would come our way. Would it take it all her pain go away? And everything would be A-okay. Another day for a hardworking Black family. Man, clinically, I hear this all the time about families being raised by single moms and the struggle financially, how tough it is. Just saw an article today, the graphic changing in America between the rich and the poor. The middle class is being frayed. And you're either becoming wealthy, real wealthy, or you're becoming real poor. There's no in between anymore. And for a single mom hustling and struggling, empathy. It's hard. It's not easy. It's a struggle. It's a sweat. And they did a nice job in the video showing, portraying someone trying to make it without a man, without someone stable in their life. It's not easy. And then it was interesting also, the next set of lyrics, what if times, and used to reminisce when I was a kid, used to reminisce, going back, thinking about stuff. And you start thinking about when you get to be as old as I am, you do start reminiscing on a point about, where your childhood was. And did I think where I'd go from Bensonhurst to Las Vegas? No, never in my life. Did I ever think that I would achieve what I've achieved? No. When I've experienced what I experienced? No. It was a lot simpler when I was a kid. It was fun. I came from a somewhat dysfunctional family, but also had good times as well. But reminiscing, going back, wow, you really think of how far I've come and the decades that have gone by, and where am I? Something we all grapple with as we move forward. What if times don't get no better than this? Was a kid on the block with a ball and a mitt. Then everything changed, got strange and rearranged. But who's to blame? It's just the ways of the game. Yeah, great 2 lines. Was a kid on the block with a ball and a mitt, then everything changed, got strange and rearranged. He's throwing the baseball in his glove. That's what I did. I lived on the streets, playing stickball. People will be, what the heck is that? Yeah, stickball and football in the streets, touch football, and constantly going to the parks and with my glove and a ball with my friend. I'll throw it 100 times to you. You throw it 100 times to me. Happy. Eat whatever I wanted. Play all day out in the sun. Come home when it was getting dark. It was just fun. Was a kid on the block with a ball and a mitt. I get that. That was me. Not the long hair, but that was me. Everything changed, got strange and rearranged, but who's to blame? It's just the ways of the game. The kid reminded me of myself. I just talked to a friend about getting older and reality. We talked about some friends we had in common growing up. Together as we got older, like took trips, went on canoe trips, went backpacking, got a little bit older, able to do that kind of stuff. Today, even to take out 10 minutes of my day is almost an impossibility. So busy, so much going on. This, nonstop. Everything got strange and rearranged. Yeah, and he said, like, if we try to get the gang back together, it'd be next to impossible. Couldn't even make a schedule so you in sync. And here's another thing, too. Life happens. Reality hits. I talk to kids that were turning 18. I'm like, you're going to go from a boy on paper to a man. Are you really ready? And so many times with kids that don't have that stability that we talked about all the time, you're not ready. You're not ready, not ready for the jungle. You're not ready for the rat race. And we see this all the time. And my 30 minutes of trying to tell kids what to expect is negated by 18 years of no parenting, no one out there, no one showing them, and they get slaughtered. It always reminds me of like D-Day, Saving Private Ryan, coming off those boats, those landing boats, and like never had a chance. Couldn't even hit the beach. You're blown up even before you got out of the boat, just waiting for you, gunning you down. And I see with so many kids trying to get them on the right path, yet so little time, they don't have anyone looking out for them. So I get that. But who's to blame? It's just the ways of the game. And here's the thing, too. You got to get past, and on some level, you got to get past that feeling of the game changed. I'm not changing with it. I don't have the right pieces. I don't have the right cheat codes to get the video game. You can't let it stop you moving forward. So we talk about, if you can't get it from your father, find another adult. Knocking moms. We know moms are special. But you got to find a guy who could mentor you, who could talk to you. A coach, an older guy, not a creepo, not a perv, but someone's going to look out for you, guide you, how to handle yourself in a restaurant, what's a checking account, how do you change oil, what's a curveball look like, how to shoot a real free throw, what college to attend, what are you good at, teach you how to enjoy reading. You need someone to look out for you and like almost guide you by the scruff of your neck, by your shirt, help you out. Yeah, it's just the ways of the game. That's where you got to give back. So never give up, because life is about the struggle and sweat. Even saying it's exhausting, I got to put a lot of time into it, but I really, really love doing them. My agent / producer, I mean, we get up for this. We have our other jobs, and believe me, it's a sweat all day. It gives us a chance to use our creativity to be different. We love this stuff. I could honestly, if I had the time, I'd knock out 5 a day. I do live streams 8 hours a day, and we'd have like, you know, it's amazing we've gotten this far. So, yeah, the struggle continues, but refuse to stop. Yeah, you got to keep it moving till we reach the top. You got to sit on your back and wait a ton, but let's get it done. Yeah, you got to go forward. You got to get forward. You got to go forward, go forward, go forward. Never give up. And if you feel you are, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out. Then what if times will get no better than this? Again, they repeat it now. What if times will get no better than this? Now I'm all grown up, same thoughts still exist. You can't run away from your childhood, unfortunately. You want to be a positive one. Unfortunately, for a lot of people, it's a negative one. Again, I have scars of my own. I have my own shrapnel from my childhood. Will always catch up to you. And, you know, in your life, I see that in everyone. How you're raised. This is a call out to parents. If you're a negative parent, don't be. Spend time with your kid. Be active. Be emotionally aware. Don't be a zero. Don't run. Don't leave. The damage you're going to do to those children is incalculable. You know, spend time. It's not about the money. Just spend time talking, sharing, listening, taking a walk, having a meal, but just spend time. It doesn't have to be about toys and video games and experiences. You know, they're just based on the money factor. Spend the time with the person. Yeah, because your childhood, even now, I'm going to be 55 next month. It's not like, oh, I can't believe I'm 55, but I'm 55 and the time has gone by so quickly. What did I learn in my life? What did I get from my own father? Unfortunately, not very much. I have kids now who are getting old. I'm trying to teach them because when I'm gone, which is not that far off, they're ready. They're prepared. So now I'm all grown up saying thoughts still exist. You can't run. It'll always catch up to you, time with your life. And she says, I still want to give more to my mom. Still hoping and praying I can give more to my moms. So now she's saying, so I stay in the studio writing songs. They say things will get much better. Work real hard, then comes that cheddar. I say we're going to make it through. This one's for you, dear mama. Oh. And then I see she's wearing a shirt at 2:05 in the video that says love yourself on the t-shirt. That's so true. So many people I meet, my age, younger, because as a social worker, you have the variety of people that you talk to, all ages of life. They don't love themselves. They're really unhappy people. And I try. That's really one of the goals in therapy is to look at yourself in the mirror and say, who is this person? I don't hate him anymore. I love myself. I should love myself more than anybody else in the world. If I don't love myself, no one's going to love me the way I should love me. There's no one better than that. That's stolen from Mel Brooks. We did an interview talking about himself. He says, I have great self-esteem, great self-ego. He started kissing his arms. It's kind of funny. Well, he's a funny guy. But you got to love yourself. Love yourself. If you're not getting it from family, from friends, from coworkers, from your job, from your career, from your life, don't worry. Just start off loving yourself, because if you love yourself, you'll create people that are going to want to be around you, that are going to give you back. But you got to have it in here. Got to have it in the heart. So I love that shirt. Love yourself. Now, last closing, last stanza. What at times don't get no better than this. This line I'm going to steal, by the way. Guys, letting you know right now, it's stolen. Sometimes you get to swish. Sometimes you get to miss. I'm stealing it. I love that line. Because he has the guy dunking, little kid shooting on a little toy hoop, and then he throws down a dunk on like a 4-foot hoop. And I love it. I'm stealing that from now on. Sometimes you get to swish. Sometimes you get to miss. I love that line. Stolen. Okay? But that's just the way that it goes for the Brooklyn kid that everybody knows. Used to be different, stood 5'3", the high school dropout, got the GED. Then he closes with things back at home weren't melding so right. So I hopped the turnstile. Oh, and that's a Brooklyn theme. You go over that turnstile, you want to pay the fare. So I hopped the turnstile and I broke night. And what if time don't get no better than this? No. Oh. And then it closes with, you know, I like the scenes they were shooting outside there. And what they did very well is that a lot of pink in this video. I noticed a lot, like little girls wearing pink, pink shirt, the pink marker, a lot of pink. Pink is a bright color, it's a positive color. It was interesting that they took the color pink, writing, wearing, bracelets, pink. A lot of pink in outdoor scenes of reaching out to others. Sense of hope plus a new day. Young with the old guy hitting it, when they were doing the ball, okay? And I was impressed with that because reaching out to the poor people giving change, that's Brooklyn. There's a lot of poverty there. And the handball scene, the young guy and the old guy, I like the part they're screwing around with the water fountains. I used to do the exact same thing with those water fountains because you could, if you put your thumb down a certain way, you could spray the water like 10 feet in the air. I love doing that. I thought it was hysterical. So people always going to have less than you. But how do you beat depression? The number one way you beat depression is not with medication, not with counseling, exercise, being outdoors. Outdoors in the parks, outdoors playing handball, outdoors dancing, going down the street. That is how you beat depression. You surround yourself with positive people. You think positive. Pink's a happy color. It's a bright color. And you get out and you do things. And you got to push. You got to take chances. Don't give up. I like that close-up beat. And one last shout-out to the Gil Hodges Little League. I see the two guys with their Gil Hodges Little League. That's a Brooklyn institution. I saw that. It made me flash back. I didn't play in that Little League. I played in a different Little League. But I had a lot of friends playing the Gil Hodges Little League. And they're holding up their little cards. They got them on the refrigerator. And you get like your picture cards. A big deal. Yeah, that, keep those memories, those happy memories. I hope you guys each hit home runs. Hope you guys made a great catch in the outfield. Because that's the stuff that carries you your entire life. And, the comments are their fans love them. Well, who wouldn't love these guys? This is a great, great group. And here's the last piece I want to share also. A lot of times when I work with kids or young adolescents, I'm like, tell me something positive in your life. Well, she didn't hurt me. He didn't molest me. He was too drunk to molest me. Like, tell me something you did fun. Nothing. Wow. Void. Blackness. A hole. Do something. For everyone watching this video, go do something fun. Seriously, the song's upbeat. The song is great. Go do something fun. Something fun that you wouldn't normally do. Go to a fair. Go to a music group you never would hear about. Try a different kind of food. Talk to a new person. Just try something different. Help you improve your mood. Feel good about yourself. Play the song 50 times because it's infectious. It really is, and it's going to infect you in a positive way. Go do it. Okay? This is Bruce Munn, Sunridge of Nevada. Enjoy the live stream. Guys, again, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Shinobi Ninja. I can't believe you guys are so cool and saying to us, run with it. No no 1, 2, page 4C, page 17F. The lighting sounds. This cannot be copyrighted. This can only go to Japan. This can only go to India. Our lawyers are still need to talk to you. You didn't dot this I and cross this T. Yeah, I love it. It's great. I need more of this. Guys, love you. I will buy a piece of merchandise, and you better have something that's double X on it, or at least a yarmulke that has Shinobi Ninja, because I'm wearing a Marvel yarmulke. I'm going to wear Shinobi Ninja yarmulke or double X. Much love. Thank you. Keep on watching. Keep on commenting. Take care, guys.